right. September 24th, 1983, Tom Seaver's next to last start. It is the Mets at Chicago and Wrigley Field. Wilson leads off in center field. Brooks at third base, second. Danny Heap, the right fielder, batting third. Cleanup is George Foster. In left field, batting fifth is Racich, the first baseman. Sixth is Brian Giles, the second baseman. Seventh is Junior Ortiz, the catcher. Jose Oquendo is the shortstop, batting eighth. And ninth is Tom Terrific. For the Cubs, it's Sandberg, the second baseman, Buckner, the first baseman, and Mel Hall batting third in center field. Cleanup is Ron Say, he's the third baseman. Keith Moreland, the catcher, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Joe Carter, the left fielder. Tom Grant, the right fielder. Larry Bowa, the shortstop, and Don Schultz is the pitcher. Now let's see, I don't know that I have Gary Carter here, and I do have Gary Carter. All right. So Mookie Wilson lines one to right and steals second base. Here's Huey Brooks with one on and nobody out. Here's a pitch. That's a 5. That'll be off Schultz. An 85 will be an out. And RN is a bounce to short. And I believe the runner will hold on the second base. Let me double check. G6. Runner to third on that. All right. So 6-3 and Brooks makes a productive out. Danny Heap is next. We're going to bring the infield in. Here's a pitch. That's an 8. That's off Heap. And a 32 is a drive to right. And that ball is way back. And that's gone over the ivy here at Wrigley Field. And the Mets lead at 2-0. Danny Heap connects for a home run. And here comes George Foster. There he is. All right, so that's two runs, and of course a hit. Here's a pitch. That's a 6. That's off Foster, and a 31, and that's way back to left field. And he got into that one and drives it for a home run, back-to-back home runs for the Mets. And it's 3-0 Mets. 2 more losses there. Here's Gary Racich. That's a 7. That's off Racich. And a 23 is ripped to right for the third consecutive hit, the 4th in this inning. Racich is on at first. I'm going to check an error. And it's going to be no error because Grant in right field committed no errors. Let me double check that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was to right at 23 off of Racich. Is a single to right, correct. So no error. Runner on first. Giles is up. Here's the pitch, and that's a 4. That's going to be off Schultz. A 67 will be an out. RN bounce to third. Nice play by Brooks, and nice play by third baseman Say for the second out. Oh, wait a second. There's only one out and a runner on first. And Giles is an RN, and that was a second. It's right here. And that's going to be a fielder's choice 5-4. Playing Statis Pro, the vintage version. So that's a fielder's choice for Giles. He's on at first. Next up is Ortiz. Here's the pitch. That's going to be off Schultz, and an 18 is a base hit. Base hit to center. Will try for third, and he is out at third base. And who was it hit to? $18 was that was off the pitcher, I believe. And that was the center field, so it's going to be 8-5. And that retires the side. Mets pick up 1, 2, 3 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And it's Ryan Sandberg. And I believe I included that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. All right, here's the pitch from Seaver. That's a 5. That's off Seaver's card. 85 is an out. RN's popped up, middle infield, shortstop. Okendo, he's right there. And Ryan Sandberg is retired. Bill Buckner next. That's a 6. That's off Seaver and a 58. LN will be bounced to second base, played by Giles, who makes the play. 2 down. Pitch from Seaver to Mel Hall. That's off Seaver. And 11 is he's a righty and he's a lefty. That's a base hit and infield single. And that was off Seaver, so there's no error check. And here's Ron Say. Good power. Here's a pitch. That's an 8. That's off Say. And Say with a 21. That's going to be line to right. Base hit. Going to third will be Hall, and he will be out. Yikes. Rolling 2 really high numbers. 21, and I'll double check that. There are 2 outs. 21 is to right field. I know who's in right today. Danny Heap. Should be T3. Most guys are T3. He is T3, so I don't have to write it. Speed for Mel Hall is a B, so let's see. And it was a single to right, I believe. 21. Single to center. And T3, 40T is out. It'll be 56-66. So it's going to be 8-5, and 2 runners thrown out in this inning. 1 for the Mets and 1 for the Cubs. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left, and we move to the top of the second inning. Jose Okendo leading it off, and he loses 1 for that hit. Pitch from Schultz, that's an 8. That's going to be off Okendo, and RN is popped up right side. First baseman Racich, he's there. Wait a second, it's right up here. First baseman Buckner, he's there for the first out. Struggling to get on track in this game a little bit. Scores 3-0 Mets, and Tom Seaver's up. Here's the pitch from Schultz. That's BD. Nobody on base. That's a 10. That's off Seaver. He's 61. That'll be a strikeout. Got Seaver. Swinging at a high fastball. That's 2 outs. And now it's Mookie Wilson. That's BD. There's nobody on base. That's a 6. That's off Mookie. 86 SN. Bounce to first base. First baseman Buckner steps on the bag ahead of Wilson. 3 up and 3 down. In this top of the second, we go to the bottom of the second. Who's up? Moreland's up. Here's a pitch from Seaver. That's a 10. That's off Moreland. And 87. He's a righty versus a righty. That'll be an out. RN, and that's bounced to third. Nice play by third baseman Brooks for the first out. Joe Carter's up next. Here's a pitch. That's a 7. That's off Carter. And a 45 will be a strikeout. Gets him with the curveball. Tom Grant had to use a pitcher batting card for him. He had a terrible batting average. That's off Seaver. 37 is a check for wild pitchers. Nobody on, so we'll do it again. That's off Seaver. And a 38 is again a check for wild pitchers. Nobody on. Do it again. 7. That's Grant. Grant 87. And that'll be an out. Kind of an out. We'll use the pitcher out. It's a ground ball to short. Hopefully there's no error. No error. Okendo fires a strike to Racich at first. Go to the top of the third. Brooks leading off the top of the third. Here we go. The CD doesn't count. BD doesn't count. There's nobody on. 11. That's going to be off Brooks, and a 36 is a strikeout. 1 down. Next is Danny Heap of 4. That's off Schultz, and a 53 will be an out. LP is popped up left side. Third baseman Ron Say, he's there. 2 down. And it is George Foster. Pitch from Schultz. 5. That's off Foster. Off Schultz, and that's a check swing, and that drops in, dunks in front of the right fielder. Tom Grant for a base hit, so Foster's on with a single. We can always check for the error. No error. All right, next up is Racich. Here's the pitch. That's a 6. That's going to be off Racich, and a 57 will be an out. LN is bounced to first. Making the play easily is Buckner. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the bottom of the third. And who's up? It's going to be Larry Boa. Here's a pitch. That's a 10. That's off Boa. 65. That's an out. SN. Fly ball. Center field. On the run is Wilson, and Wilson tracks it down. Now, where is the pitcher batting card that I was using for? I see why. All right. Got to use this for the pitcher batting card. Here's a pitch from Seaver. That's a 9. That's going to be off the pitcher. An 84 is an out. What kind of an out? A P. And that is a ground ball to short. Okendo for the second out. 2 down. All right. And it's Ryan Sandberg leading off. Here's a pitch from Seaver. It's a 5. That's off Seaver. And a 57. That'll be an out. RN. Popped up, middle infield, shortstop, and second baseman converge. And the shortstop, Okendo, calls off Giles. Go to the top of the fourth. Brian Giles leading it off against Schultz. That's an 11. That's off Giles. 42. And that's a strikeout. Got him. One down. Al Ortiz, that's a 3. That's off Schultz in a 64. That's an out. RN. It's popped up, center, middle of the field, and the shortstop. De Jesus, I believe it is, right? Larry Boa, excuse me, he gets over there for out number 2, and here's Okendo. Pitch from Schultz, that's off Okendo, and a 61 will be an out, and RN is a fly ball left field. Right there is the left fielder, Joe Carter. And that ends the inning. All right, Buckner now in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Buckner, Hall, and Say. And we're going to shuffle these up real quick. All right. Billy Buck leading it off. Here's a pitch from Seaver. That's an 8. That's off Billy Buck. 84. That's an out. Bounce to short. Played by Okendo. Throws on target. 6-3. 1 down. Next is Mel Hall. Pitch from Seaver. That's off Hall. 51. That's going to be strike 3. Got him looking. Next is a G chart. Not going there right now. Pull another card. That's a 3. That's going to be Seaver. 13. Base hit. Ripped to center field. So a 2-out single for Ron Say. Let's check. There's error. No error. Here's Keith Moreland. Here's a pitch. That's a 4. That's off Seaver. An 86. That'll be an out. RN popped up. Right side. Second baseman goes back into shallow right field. Makes the catch. No runs. 1 hit. We go top of the 5th. And it's going to be Tom Terrific leading it off against Schultz. And that's a 7. That's off Seaver. 16. And that is, a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfielders. Roll to the wall. Digging for 3rd is Seaver. And he's in there standing up with his, I think it's his 3rd triple of the year. And we check for an error. No error. All right. So Mookie Wilson infield's in. Here's a pitch. It's a 7. That's off Wilson. 34. And that's going to be drive down the line. Fair ball right on the line. Digging for second is Wilson. Here's the throw to second. He is safe. RBI double. Drives in number 9. So Wilson is on at second base. 2 more. And here's Brooks. That's an 8. That's off Brooks. And a 35. Strike him out. Got him looking. 2 down. Next. Again, the infield is, now there's a runner on second, so the infield's back. Heap with a 7. That is 53, and a 53 is an out. LP, fly ball, right field. Tagging up will be Wilson, and I'll double check that. Runner on second. F9 does, yep. Speedster can tag up. So here we go. We got a runner on third base with 2 outs, and it's George Foster. Here's a pitch. That's a PD. Foster is a 1, and at the 83 will be again pulling of the card. That's a 3. That's off Schultz. 84. That's an out. RP fly ball right field on the run is Grant, and Grant runs it down. 1 run on 2 hits. Mets lead it 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tom Grant leading it off. No, actually, it's Joe Carter. Then it's Grant. I'm thinking. Pitch from Seaver. That's an 8. That is off the batter. 46. Struck him out. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts for Seaver. Grant is up next. Here's a pitch from Seaver. That's off Seaver. 61. That's an out. P is a fly ball left field. Drifting under it is Foster. He makes the catch. 2 down. Larry Bowa is next. 7. That's off Bowa. 18. That's bounced up the middle and through to center field. We'll check for an error. No error. So there's a 2-out single for Larry Bowa. And here's the pitcher. Gonna let him bat. Pitch from Seaver. Let's move that down. And it's 3, so that's off Seaver. And a 44 is an out. And what kind of an out? It doesn't matter. It's a 4. Check for an error. No error. And that retires the side. 4-6 will make it fielder's choice. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. 4-0 Mets. Let's go Mets. All right. Gary Racich leading off the top of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch from Schultz. That's a 6. That's off Racich, 32. And that'll be pulled down the line. And, oh, no, actually, he slaps it the other way into the corner over the third base bag. And digging it out of the corner is the left fielder who's over there, Carter. But at second base is Racich with a double. And we'll check for an error on this. And no error. So let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with 3 runs scored. That's 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. Ryan Giles is up. Here's the pitch. That's an 8. That's off Giles. 51. That should be ball 4. He walks. Puts runners on first and second. And Ortiz is going to square to bunt. 41. He is a CC bunter with a 41. Batter out of third. Good sacrifice. Both runners move up. And here's Oquendo. Infield's in. That's a 6. That's off Oquendo. 47 is an out. And he grounded it short. Nothing. Grounded short. He's in. And that is grounded short. What did I pull? Oh, looking for an error. No error, but runner on second with a grounded short. Hold on. Jesus. That's a 47. That'll be an out. Kind of an out. It would be a G6. All right, G6 with a runner on second. Runner holds. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Oh, second and third. Hold on. Runner may score here. Unless I'm going to have the infield in on this. See what happens. Try to first and third. Second and third, G6, infield in. Defensive play option. I'm going to hold everybody. G6, 2 out now. Let me pick up that card I dropped. All right. And now it's Tom Terrific at the plate. Pitch from Schultz. That's a 10. That's off Terrific. And a 21 is a strikeout to end the inning. So no runs. 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Fall Classic Baseball. I'm sorry, this is not Fall Classic Baseball. It's a Status Pro Baseball. Here's Ryan Sandberg. That's a 7. That's going to be off Sandberg. A 78 is an out. An RN is bounced to short, played by Oquendo. Makes the accurate throw to first base to retire Sandberg for the 3rd time. Here's Bill Buckner, the pitch from Seaver. That's off Seaver's card, 66. That'll be an out. LN. Bounce right back to the mound. Seaver feels his position and throws out Buckner 2-way. Mel Hall's next pitch from Terrific. That's a 7. That's off Hall. He's a lefty, base hit. And we'll check for an error on this, and no error. So he's on at first with 2 outs. Ron Say. Here's the pitch. That's a 10. That's off Say. 64 will be an out. RP bounced to third. Across the diamond. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We move to the top of the 7th inning. Who's up? Mookie Wilson against Schultz. That's a 7. That's going to be off Wilson. 16. That's bounced through the left side for the 3rd hit of the day for Wilson. Going to check for the error as well. No error. And here's Brooks. Here's the pitch. That's a 2. That's going to be off Schultz, a 15. And that's bounced past the diving shortstop. And the runner will stop at second base. First and second now. Heap is next. Here's a pitch. That's a 9. That's off Heap, 23. And that's a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfield, roll to the wall. 1 run scores. The other run is going to be held up at third. So it's an RBI double. And that is the 3rd RBI of the day. And the 2nd hit for Heat. So 2nd and 3rd now. And it looks like we're going to go to the bullpen. All right, so it's Mike Prawley coming in. He's a right-hander. He'll face the righty George Foster. Nobody's out. 2nd and 3rd. Infield's going to be in. Here's a pitch. It's an 11. That's going to be off Foster. And a 68 will be some sort of an out. RP popped up. Middle infield. Second baseman over Sandberg makes the catch. 1 down. All right, next batter is the lefty Racich. We could walk him and pitch to, and we're going to intentionally walk Racich to pitch to 2 righties. Again, infield in. Score is 5-0 Mets. This is Seaver's next to last start of 1983. See if you can pick up a victory here. 1 out, bases loaded. Bryant Giles, infield's in. Here's a pitch from Prawley to Bryant Giles. That's a 6. That's going to be off Prawley, and a 32 will be an out, an RN. Grounded is short. It's an X6 with the bases loaded. Let me find the bases loaded chart. Here it is. X6 says infield in, runner on third is out at home. All right, so the shortstop is going to go to the catcher for the force at home. 6-2. All right, bases are loaded again to 2 outs this time, and the infield can back up to regular depth. So far, Prawley's done his job. See if he continues to do so. Here's Junior Ortiz. Here's a pitch. That's a 7. That'll be off Ortiz, and a 31 will be a base hit to right. Going to try to score. Runner on second is Racich. Let's see his speed. Racich is a C, and the right fielder Grant is a 3. Second to home on a singleton outfield. 3 and a C, 11, 66 or less. If I try to score him, here's throw the plate, and he is safe. So 2 runs scored. Giles, I believe Giles, runner on first is, yep, he'll go to third. And Ortiz will stop at first. So 2-run single, and the Mets take a 7-0 lead. Drives in 3 and 5. So Ortiz with his 2nd hit of the game, and this one has 2 RBIs to go along with it. So it's 1st and 3rd, no Kendall. That's going to be probably loses 1, and then another one for the run. Just scored. And here goes Okendo. That's an 8. That's off Okendo at 24. That's going to be another base hit to right. Run comes in, and trying to go to third is Ortiz. Ooh, 1st to 3rd on a single to right. Right fielder again is Tom Grant. 62. I rolled a 67, but there's 2 outs, so he will make it to third. And haven't been checking for the errors. Check there, no error. That's a single, first and third. That was a 24, and that is a single to right again. Just double checking that. All right, first and third, and it's Tom Seaver. Seaver's gone 6, and you know what? I'm going to pull him simply because he's already getting to his maxed out of the season innings pitched. So I'm going to pull him after 6 for pinch hitter. Pinch hitter is going to be Mark Bradley. And here's the, did I take another one? I got to take another one off there. The single, another run scored. That's a 6. That's off probably 34. Is an out. RN bounced to first. 4-10 on an error to first baseman Buckner. Buckner's error rating at first base is a 2, so he'll field it cleanly, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up 4 more runs, and they lead it 8-0. 4 runs on 1, 2. He picked up an RBI there. Drove in 5 or 6. Drove in 6. Number 6. 6 batter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 4 runs on 5 hits. And Mets lead it 8-0. Go to the bottom of the 7th. New pitcher for the Mets. It's going to be Scott Holman. So Seaver goes 6 in this game. No, I can't use Holman. I'm going to use Gorman. Bring in Gorman. I can't use Holman. Holman's going to be used next game or something like that, or he's tired. Not sure. Let's grab Holman here. Get most players in this game. Not Holman. Who did I say? Gorman. Tom Gorman. All right. Let's see if we can track him down. There he is. All right. It will be Tom Gorman coming in. See if he can finish out this game. He's got a 10. He'll face off against Moreland. Here's a pitch. It's a 10. That's off Moreland. 27. That's a base hit to left. So he's on with a single. Check for the error. No error. All right. Next up is Joe Carter. Here's a pitch. That's a 9. That's off Carter. 48. That'll be a strikeout. 1 down. I did that already. Okay. Next is Tom Grant. Where's Tom Grant? Pitch, that's a 7. Again, that's off Grant. 87. Gorman's a lefty, and Grant is a check and see. Grant. I think Grant's a lefty. Is Grant a lefty? I think he's a lefty. The asterisk says he's a lefty on Baseball Reference. No, he's a righty. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at Joe Carter. Looking at the wrong player. Trying a little bit slow right now. Tom Grant. Yeah, Tom Grant's going to be a lefty on lefty, so that's going to be an out. Kind of an out. He's a line out to the pitcher. L1. 2 out. And next is Larry Boa. Pitch. That's a 2. That'll be off Gorman. 73. That'll be an out. SN. Bounce to third. Played by Brooks. Throws him out. And retires the side.
No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Excuse me. All right. And who's up now? Oh, it will be top of the order. Top of the order for the Mets. Here's a pitch from Prolly. It's an 8. That's off. Wilson, a 53 is an out. SN bounces second. 1 away. UB Brooks. Brooks today is 1 for 4. 7. That's off Brooks. 34. That's a drive to the left. Down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. And it's gone. Home run. Right inside the fair foul pole. Another run for the Mets. 9-0. Danny Heap. He loses 2 there. 8. That's off Heap. 35. And that's a strikeout. 2 out. George Foster. Pitch from Prolly. That's a 6. That'll be off Prolly. 28. And that's an out. RP. Fly out center field. Under it is center fielder Mel Hall. Makes the catch. 1-1. 1 run on 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Tom Gorman facing. We're going to let the pitcher bat in this situation. That's an 8. That's off the pitcher card. 77. That'll be an out. Pitcher out is grounded to second. One down. Top of the order, Sandberg. Here's a pitch. That's an 8. Again, that's off Sandberg. 33. And that's a drive. Over the center field's head, hits off the base of the wall, digging for 3 is Sandberg, and he is in with a triple, 1 out triple. Check for an error, no error. All right, here's Buckner. That's a 9, that's off Buckner, 71. That's going to be some sort of out, LN. It's a line out right back to the pitcher, L1, 2 out. And Mel Hall scores 9-0 Mets. Pitch, that's an 8. That'll be off Hall, 35, and that's a drive to right, way back into the seats for a 2-run homer. Goes the shutout, 1 and 3. Mel Hall with a 2-run home run. He loses 1, 2, 3. And it's Ronce with 2 outs. It's a 7, that's off Say, 71, that's an out. RP bounced to first baseman Racich, who makes an error. Racich, no error, so he'll field it cleanly, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, and the score is 9-2. We go to top of the 9th. Racich leading it off against Prolly. It's a pitch, that's an 11, that's off Racich, 58. It's an out, bounce to second, 1 down. Brian Giles is next. Here's a pitch, that's a 9, again off 36, that's a strikeout, 2 out. Giles strikes out. And Ortiz with 2 out on top of the 9th. Here's a pitch, that's a 7. It's off Ortiz at 27. That's another base hit for Ortiz. That's his 3rd hit of the game. Man, he's been getting a lot of hits. Check for the error, no error. All right, Oquendo, that's an 11. That's off Oquendo, 55. That'll be an out. RN, fly ball left field. Over is Joe Carter, makes the catch, retires the side, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. 9-2 Mets. We go to the bottom of the 9th, last licks. See if Gorman can finish this out. Keith Moreland should be leading off. It's a pitch from Gorman. That's a 4. That's off Gorman, 47. That'll be an out. RN is bounced to short. 2-6. That's going to be an error on Oquendo. Kind of an error, is it? Shortstop. Error 1, so that's a 1-base error, E6. So Moreland's on, Carter's next. Here's the pitch to Carter, 10, that's off Carter, 65. That'll be a strikeout, 1 down. Next is Grant. CD, clutch defense on who? The right fielder, My right fielder is Heap. See if he has some sort of clutch defensive grade on him. In the outfield, clutch defense, nothing. All right. So we're going to ignore it. Do it again. It's a 5. It's off Gorman, 25. And that is a potential wild pitch. Nope. Do it again. A 7. That's off Grant. 13 is going to be an out. Pitcher out. It's a fly ball left field. 2 out. And it's Larry Boa. Hopefully that'll be the last out of the game. 9-2. Clutch defense on the pitcher. Gorman. Clutch defense rating. He's a 1. 53. Clutch defense rating of a 1. 53. Lead runner thrown out. And the ball game's over. No runs, no hits, 1 left on the error. Final score is 9-2 Mets. Take it from Chicago here at Wrigley. Mets had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 hits for the Mets. The Cubs had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. Seaver gets the victory. He will be he'll be 10-15. And Mets errors. I know they committed 1 error. And the Cubs errors. None there. None there. No errors for the Cubs. So 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for the Mets. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Cubs. Loss will go to Schultz. And that's about it, guys. A blowout here. And home runs by Heap. George Foster hit a home run. There were back-to-back shots later, and another home run by Brooks. You had home runs by Mel Hall for the Cubs. And that's about it for this game. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Remember to join Universal Baseball Association Facebook group. This is Statis Pro, the vintage version with the vintage cards. And thanks for thumbs up. Thanks for commenting. I appreciate the comments all the time. I get right back to you. And I will see you soon. Take care.